Let's create a simple dim date table that we'll add to our database. Up at the top, we'll select New Query, and then we'll choose which database we would like to add our dim date table to. In the Object Explorer window, the new dim date table is going to be added in this location. We'll start by creating a CTE that we'll call Calendar Dates, and we'll name our date field Calendar Date. We need to make sure to put our field name, calendar date, in brackets. For this next step, we'll format our date, and we'll create a start date for our date field. For this next step, we'll need to add a select statement that is 1 day after our start date. Then we will need to tell it what day to stop on, which is our end date. There are some different options we can use as our end date. If we want to have a dynamic end date as today's date, we'll use getDate. Or we can use our current month's end date by using the end of month command. Another option is that we can type in a specific end date, which is not dynamic though. It just depends on what your use case is. Now we'll add a select statement and a max recursion step, so we can run this and take a look at it before we add it to our database. We'll set the max recursion at 0, so we'll have no limitations on running it. Now that we ran the code, we can scroll down to take a look at the number of records and the end date. Let's take a look at what the output looks like if we use getDate as the end date instead. And then we'll take a look at what the output looks like if you use end of month as the end date. For this use case, I'll use getDate as my end date for the dim date table, but you can use whichever option here that you like. Now we'll write a command to create a table and insert the calendar date into it. For this step, I'll call the table name dim date, but you can call it whatever you like. Now, we'll run the code to create a dim date table in our database. In the output window, it shows that the code ran successfully. Let's run a select statement on our new table to take a look. It doesn't show up in our Object Explorer window yet, so we'll need to refresh it. Hit the refresh button, and then we'll go to our database and click to expand tables. Once you hit expand, you can see where your new table is located. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe for more content.